Yeah, featuring reports from our international team of journalists, including those based in Buffalo Flats, Buffalo Neck, Buffalo Pass Heights, Buffalo, Buffalo's Bosch, Buffalo's Dale, Buffalo's River, Buffalo's Yach River, and Nanoti.
And presented as usual by the men that women love to hate, myself, Vikash Mathura.
And Ray Mirage. Good morning.
Good morning, but first, as usual, a word from our chief sponsors for the morning news.
Brasha.
And it's on to our top story. The big news in the United States of America is the release of Bill Clinton's autobiography, which is already #1 on the New York Times bestseller list. In the book, Clinton reveals one night when he was 5 or 6 years old, apparently his stepfather Fred shot a gun in the house, missing him and his mother. So it looks like the bad aim thing runs in the family. At the book giving in New York, customers were surprised that the book was already 30% off, just like his pants.
Bill Clinton's new book is a hefty 957 pages, and to get the paper for just one copy of Bill's book, they had to chop down a tree almost as thick as one of Monica Lewinsky's thighs. And the most quoted thing in the book is where Clinton talks about how, after the Monica Lewinsky scandal broke, he slept on the couch for 2 months. And that's how you know that Hillary was mad. They had separate bedrooms, and he still had to sleep on the couch. Yesterday, Monica Lewinsky said she was not sympathetic at all about that story. She said if Bill thought the couch was uncomfortable, he should try getting under that little desk. And we'll be back after a visit to the marketplace.
Dhanya Karela Methi Bhaji. Bring your Aja and your Aji. Tomatoes, potatoes and half-ripe berries available only at quarter price from Harry's. And this week's specials, everybody, come to Harry's Cine Center this weekend. That's right, all the children in Johannesburg are on leave. Come to Harry's Cine Center this weekend for the Zimbabwe Film Festival. All the blockbusters from our neighbors up north. You can watch The Lord of the Cringe with Oscar-winning performances by Bob. Raiders of the Lost Farms starring Bob. Hey Dude, Where's My Farm starring Bob. The Slum of All Fears with Ben Affleck and Bob. The horror film classic based on the life of Bob, The Dummy Returns. Also, the winter's hit movie, President Evil with Bob. We've also got on special, Cuba Gooding Jr. and Bob Mugabe in Men of Dishonor. And Bob Mugabe is the Grinch who stole Christmas. Exclusive to Harry's Cine Center, release your farm and live longer. Your wealth is our pleasure. So don't forget, everybody, Dhanya Karela Methi Bhaji. Bring your Aja and your Aji.
We're back.
In the news, Alexander the Great movie, I beg your pardon, we'll read that again. In the new Alexander the Great movie, Colin Farrell plays Alexander as a bisexual. So half the time he's Alexander the Great, and the other half the time he's Alexander the Fabulous Doll.
And finally, according to a new medical study, hair loss is now classified as a disease. This now means that Shanil Singh can now park in the handicap bay.
That's the end of the news for this week.
So until next Saturday,
or the 3rd of July.
whichever comes first.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hey, come here. You need to talk to Lotus FM to give away 4 tickets for the Zimbabwe Film Festival. Come here, you.
And not the 8:45 news brought to you by Nally's Silk Stories in the Phoenix Plaza and Chatswood Center. Nally's, where women have their choice.
తిరపన్న అడుగేయరా హై తంటమంటూ దరువెయ్యరా నీకు తమ్ముంటేనే ప్రేమించరా అట్టెవరున్నా ఎదిరించరా మనసులో ప్రేమ పూయించు మమతనే నువ్వు పండించు నవ్వుతూ నువ్వు నవ్వించు అద్దిరపన్న అడుగయ్యరా హై డమ్ డమ్ అంటూ దరువయ్యరా కళ్ళల్లో కాంతి నింపి గుండెల్లో దమ్ము నింపి రంగేళి సరదాలు జరిపించరా
సిగ్గంతా సాగనంపి చేతుల్లో రంగు నింపి లోకాన్ని అందంగా మార్చేయరా
మన అల్లరి వేడుకలో కేసులు మరిచి ఆడాలి చిరునవ్వుల వెలుగులతో ఈ చీకటి మొత్తం తరిమేయాలి
రంగుల జల్లులతో హరివేలుని కిందకి వంచాలి
ఇక అందరి సందడితో మన గుండె తమ్మును చూపించాలి అద్దిరపన్న అడుగయ్యరా హై డమ్ డమ్ అంటూ దరువెయ్యరా గోవింద గోపాలుడా కృష్ణయ్య వైకుంఠవాసుడ రాధా మనోహర మా గురువు నీవేరా మాధవ నీ దారిలోనే ఉన్నామురా
మనసైన కుర్రవాణ్ణి ఎదురైన అందగాణ్ణి తడిపేసి తమ కన్న తడిమేయరా
తడిసోకు చిన్నదాన వరసైన వన్నెదాన సరసంగా పొడి కౌగిలందించనా
మరి ముందరేమో మాటం ఎదలోపల ఎంతో ఆరాటం కళ్ళతో కోలాటం మన ఈడుకి అందరినీ ఆనందం
కుంటరి ఆటలతో మన అల్లరి వయసును చాటాలి చకచక పరుగులతో ఆ కట్టిన ఒట్టిని కొట్టేయాలి అద్దిరపన్న అడుగయ్యరా హై డమ్ డమ్ అంటూ దరువెయ్యరా
దమ్ముంటేనే ప్రేమించరా
అడ్డెవరున్నా ఎదిరించరా మనసులో ప్రేమ పూయించు మమతనే నువ్వు పండించు నవ్వుతూ నువ్వు నవ్వించు దైవమే నిన్ను దీవించు
Lotus FM. .7 to 106.8. Lotus FM. Lotus FM.
Good morning. The Scorpions have refused to comment on a Saturday newspaper report saying the elite unit is investigating a fraudulent travel scam and a number of MPs and MPLs are to be arrested. According to the report, some politicians allegedly handed in blank travel vouchers to travel agents who allegedly inflated the amounts claimed. The total fraud is reportedly more than 4 million rand. The suspects are said to be from political parties across the spectrum. Scorpion spokesperson Marcosini Nkosi.
Well, the National Prosecuting Authority has a policy of not commenting on investigations. We neither confirm nor deny investigations.
Firearm owners say they will seek a court interdict on Wednesday to stop government from enacting legislation to control the ownership of guns. Gun Owners Association spokesperson Martin Hood says the Firearms Control Act is a threat to the country's security and its citizens. The act comes into effect in less than 2 weeks. Hood says the legislation will lead to the criminalization of thousands of gun owners. The interdict would be filed in the Pretoria High Court and respondents would be President Thabo Mbeki, Safety and Security Minister Charles Makula and the SAPS National Commissioner Jackie Salebi. Family and friends have gathered at the home of former Sowetan editor Agri Cluster in Dobsonville, Soweto, to attend a prayer meeting ahead of his funeral. Former President Nelson Mandela, as well as other prominent politicians and business people, are expected at the funeral service. Candice Klein reports.
The Cluster home in Dobsonville, Soweto is aflurry with activity ahead of the funeral service, which sees a great man in South African media being laid to rest. Over 2,000 people are expected to attend the funeral service. Mourners are holding a prayer meeting at the Cluster home before moving on to the Grace Bible Church in Pimville, Soweto. Dr. Cluster is to be buried at the Avalon Cemetery. Candice Klein, SABC News, Johannesburg.
Moving abroad now, American officials say troops in the US-led coalition in Iraq will remain immune from prosecution by Iraqi courts after next Wednesday's handover of power to an interim government. The officials say Washington has put the final touches on a decree by the US-led coalition provisional authority, granting forces immunity after next Wednesday. The abuse by US troops of Iraqi inmates at Abu Ghraib prison, as well as deaths and injuries suffered by Iraqi civilians resulting from military operations, raised the question of Iraq's jurisdiction over US troops after June 30th. Your top story this hour: the Scorpions have refused to comment on a Saturday newspaper report saying the elite unit is investigating a fraudulent travel scam and a number of MPs and MPLs are to be arrested. According to the report, some politicians allegedly handed in blank travel vouchers to travel agents who allegedly inflated the amounts claimed. For Lotus FM News, I'm Shona Chetty. I'll talk to you again in an hour.
celebrated our beautiful mountains and oceans. We have enjoyed our freedom. We have bestowed the glory of host nation. It's time South Africans celebrate its people. Join Lotus FM in an SABC campaign to acknowledge those that have inspired us. Call or SMS 083-920-6914. Select Lotus FM under option 4. Wait for the beep. Then nominate your greatest South African.
Anand Singh is the new inspiration for the nation.
Professor Fatima Mir.
I like Mahatma Gandhi. Pranay Janwala.
If you are SMSing, SMS the words Lotus FM followed by your nomination to 083-920-6914 to nominate your greatest South African. That's 083-920-6914.
I nominate Nelson Mandela.
Do you want to find something beautiful, something memorable, something useful, or something for the ones you care for? Then Islamic Sound and Vision is here for you. Visit us at the annual Hartley Winter Fair in Durban this weekend. Purchase a minimum of 250 rands and stand a chance of winning a Umrah trip, a designer lounge suite, or a trip to the Kwantu Game Reserve absolutely free. For further inquiries, call 011 213 2723.
Benagia's, your premier mutton market, have these amazing price busters now on offer. Chicken breast, $12.98 per kg. That's right, only $12.98 per kg. Chicken drumsticks, $13.98 per kg. Clean sheep head, $17.98 each. Chicken wings at only $14.98 per kg. It's all happening at Benagia's. Branches at Bayview, Merebank, Phoenix, and at the Chatswood Centre. Remember, Benagia's Mutton Market. Our quality is guaranteed.
You win at Textrum. It's on right now.
Every 3 minutes,
Textrum's breakfast
second to every day, and every chorus was written for
9.
94 points. Continue.
Now you 24/7. ABSA, your all-in-one online current savings and loan account that gives you internet access, internet and phone banking, an ATM and debit card, and branch and call center support for an all-inclusive monthly fee of just 150 Rand. And you can access ABSA home loans, vehicle finance, personal and student loans, investments, and more. Have it all 24/7 from ABSA. Apply online at absa.co.za.
ABSA. Today, tomorrow, together.
If you're clock watching, it's 10 minutes after 9 o'clock. Ray's got the cryptic clue and general knowledge solutions for the past hour. We're into the last hour of the show, and we've got a major interview with Amitabh Bachchan coming up in about 20 minutes from now.
And talking of Bollywood, tonight's the 13th week in the series of movies from Bollywood being featured on SABC3. And tonight we have the film Pinjar, which is a tearjerker, I believe, Vikash.
Yep, I'm told it's a tearjerker and that you guys need to have your box of tissues on hand. But it is the last of the 13-week series of movies, blockbuster movies that SABC3 has been screening. And what a great initiative it was. Hopefully we'll see a continuance of such a feature.
Right, your general knowledge question. Each football used in Euro 2004 has something related to the football field inscribed on it. What are we talking about? And the answer is the precise latitude and longitude of the center of the field. And this is to honor the Portuguese explorer Vasco da Gama. And the Adidas football for the event is named Rotario, which is after Vasco da Gama's logbook as well. So the precise latitude and longitude of the center of the field is inscribed on each of the soccer balls used in Euro 2004. And the only correct answer was from Ravi Govinde in Durban. Your cryptic clue, standard cart coming back with jam. Cart is dray. If you take that backwards, you get the word yard. And jam is to stick. So standard is a yardstick. Correct answers from Vijay of Yellowwood Park, MR Reddy of Mzinto, Farouk Ismail of Kwadiguza, and Mr. SV Reddy of Mzinto as well. Well done to you guys. Now the questions for the next hour. Firstly, general knowledge question. Why is Halifax called the city of funerals? Why is Halifax called the city of funerals? And your cryptic clue. One watching over entrance returns identifying label. One watching over entrance returns identifying label. Your answer has one word, 7 letters. One watching over entrance returns identifying label. One word, 7 letters. Call us with the answers on 089 310 8789.
Right, now Uncle Bala has arrived in Johannesburg, Ray.
Uncle Bala has arrived. I've got Uncle Beru in the Durban studios.
Good. That means it's time for you and I to go grab some coffee before we chat to the big AB at 9:30.
Yeah, and should be exciting. Will you be chatting to him, Vikash? Because
you might not get down timelessly.
Yeah, because I've got a few nasty questions. You know, you didn't want me to do the interview with Sonu as well.
That's Ray and I have these really professional discussions whenever there's a major interview on the show.
Yeah.
And whenever, the first thing I do is ask Ray, okay, let's hear what questions you plan to ask.
And thereafter you decide that you'll do the interview and I should smile in the background.
Yeah, smile and look good, Ray.
Okay.
Smile and look as good as you did when Urmila Matondkar was in the studio.
That was stunning, wasn't it?
That was stunning.
I was stunned. I was speechless.
We referred to that as though it was actually. I was going to say we referred to that as though it was a piece of porcelain. But it was.
It was, yeah.
It was.
Absolutely stunning stuff.
So there we go. The uncles are sitting and twiddling their thumbs again here, Ray. Let's hear the billboards from Sanj. We'll chat with Uncle Speru and Bala right after this.
The Uncles Peru and Bala brought to you the compliments of SK Naidus of the Chatsworth Centre and Phoenix Plaza. Why pay more for style and traditional elegance?
Elaborate colors, subtle richness, detail and sophistication. All words that form part of SK Naidus' latest range of saris. Skillfully woven to make you look and feel beautiful. Prayer saris from 40 Rand. Jardosi embroidered saris from 200 Rand. Bridal veil saris from 999 Rand. Laser Georgette and silk saris from 100 Rand. Visit us for more in-store specials at SK Naidus of Chatsworth and Phoenix Plaza.
So we say good morning and vanakkam to Uncle Peru in Durban.
Vanakkam, Vikash. How are you, ma?
I'm very well, thank you, Uncle Peru, but I'm going to run out of the studio.
Right.
I need to get me a cup of coffee, so I'll talk to you guys in just a moment. Here's Uncle Bala. Good morning, Uncle Bala.
Vanakkam, Peru.
Vanakkam, ma. How are you?
I'm alright, can't complain.
You had a nice Father's Day, ma.
I had nice Father's Day, but first I want to ask a question.
Ask, ma.
How come these boys are getting to talk to what's the actor's name? How much I bet you?
Amitabh Rajbansi.
How much I bet you?
No, Amitabh Bachchan.
How much I bet you? Amitabh Bachchan.
Amitabh Bachchan, ma.
Now, how come they can talk to him when you and I are supposed to be the most popular people on the show?
Yeah.
Why they never tell you or me to interview the man?
I think because we don't have international roaming facility on our cell phone.
Yeah.
Because I tried to interview him last week. I sent one SMS, please call me. He didn't call me.
He didn't phone you.
I sent, please call me message.
Yeah, the only thing I got in my life that's international roaming is ours. How was Father's Day for you, Peru?
Oh, I was so disappointed, ma. I told Sundares, Dad, I want one big screen TV.
Oh, nice to ask, Peru.
Because with the eyesight, you can't see the TV nicely now, man. I said, I was giving in for about 2-3 months now. I said, Sundares, Dad, I want a big screen TV. So Father's Day came, I was so excited because I thought it's bringing big screen TV.
Right, you was expecting it, eh?
Yeah, so I sat in the sitting room now.
Yeah.
And, as I woke up early in the morning, I brushed my teeth and everything. I had my tea and jam bread, and I'm sitting in the lounge now as I'm waiting for the big screen TV to come. Because everybody was very excited with the house.
Right.
Now suddenly Sundares came and stood behind me. I thought he was going to cover my eyes.
And going to say surprise.
Said surprise and said, Dad, I got a big screen TV. He put the old TV on, right?
Yeah.
And he pushed my chair closer. He said, Dad, you can see better now. Not nice like that,
Not
man.
nice to laugh about other people's problems. You know, my Father's Day was going so nice until I got the news, man.
What news you got?
Siga died, man.
Siga didn't die.
Siga died.
How he died?
He died, man. Interpierre Siga was, you know who told me? Madan phoned me and told me he died.
Oh, man, but Sika was so young and healthy.
Yeah, Sika was about 52, you know.
He was fit as a fiddler, man.
Yeah, now Sika interferes, Sika, Madan and Hira. They were there on the top of Carlton Center last week on Father's Day, you know.
Right, they went for that restaurant.
Yeah, no, now they also went, you know, they said they'll the three of them will go because they're all friends, you know.
Right.
So lunchtime they went by Carlton Center, they wanted to go and have lunch. In Tapias, Peru, there was such a bad fire.
Fire was there.
Yeah, now the three of them got stuck in the 50th floor of Carlton Center.
Then what they did?
Now the firemen, they can't go anywhere because the fire escapes and the lifts are all jammed, you know?
Yeah, and
because of the flames.
And Joburg is so hard too because sometimes even the fire engines get hijacked.
Yeah. You know, now the interviewers, Madan was telling me they're standing on the 50th floor and the building is burning and the firemen standing down on the ground.
Right.
50 floors down. They saying to Ira, they reckon, jump, Ira, jump. And they put one blanket there, you know.
Right, they're holding the blanket for him to jump into it.
Yeah, so Ira didn't think for a moment, he just jumped, you know.
Yeah.
Uyo, pero Madan reckon interferes as Ira was about to hit the blanket, they pulled the blanket, man.
Why to pull the blanket?
They didn't like Ira.
His in-laws was a fireman.
Must be.
His in-laws, they pulled the blanket away.
They pulled the blanket.
So Ira died?
No, lucky for Ira, there was one truck with carrying sand was driving past.
We fell inside the truck.
Ira landed in that truck. He was okay, you know.
So lucky he was,
yeah,
man.
Then Madan came to jump. The firemen from the bottom are screaming, Madan, jump, the building is burning.
Madan's father-in-law is a fireman too.
Madan's father-in-law also fireman. Father-in-law from the first wife who died, you know.
Right.
Madan said, no, I know you're going to pull the blanket. They reckon, no, it was Ira we didn't like. You must jump.
Right.
Oh, you Madan hit on jump.
From 50 floors up
50
now.
50 floors, Peru.
Yeah.
They pulled that mattress, the blanket, just before he can land.
Then he died too now.
No, Madan can see now they pulled the blanket, but he's falling. He's screaming as he's falling, saying, put that blanket back, I'm coming, put that blanket back. They're not listening. Lucky one truck was going past carrying mattresses, Peru.
He fell on the mattress.
He fell on the mattress, he was alright.
What a narrow escape that was.
Yeah, now Siga was the only fella left on the 50th floor and the building is burning. Now the fireman reckon, Siga, jump. Siga reckon, no, I saw what you all did for Ira. I saw what you all did for Madan. They reckon, no, we didn't like them.
Siga's father wasn't that fireman too.
Yeah, now that is going to Siga's mind. Siga reckon, no, I'm not jumping. They said, no, the building is burning. Jump, jump. Oh, you Siga reckon, no, you're not gonna catch me like that. So what I want you to do is put the blanket down and take 5 steps away. Oh, Siga jumped. Hey, Tarak, Siga is gone.
He was never very sharp, always.
No, he was not very clever, man.
Hey, man, I went Father's Day, I went to a restaurant, but I was so disappointed they bring a big screen TV for me.
Yeah.
And Sundara said, I'll take you to a restaurant, a special restaurant opened here by Shaka or Marineland.
Yeah.
Right, they said that we save anything you want. Now I said, how can they say in a restaurant sign we can save anything you want?
Right.
I said, I'm not going to ask for mutton curry or, sugar beans and roti or whatever. I'm going to ask for something special.
Yeah, you must take special curry.
So I went in like a smart aleck I was. I said, excuse me, waiter. You said you can save anything I'll order. He said, yes, uncle. I said, all right, give me 1 roast udumbu and chips.
1 roast udumbu and chips?
Yeah, because they said they can save anything if you order. It wasn't on the menu, but I said, let me order it because let's see if they can really do it, right?
Right.
They save anything we want. I said, give me 1 portion roast udumbu and chips.
Right.
But I knew that they'll never have udumbu. That's why I asked it, because interferes, if you trick them like that and they don't have it, then they must give you free meals.
Oh, that's a good one, Pedro.
Right, so I asked for udumbu because we're a restaurant going to carry udumbu and all that.
Udumbu,
and
yeah.
sometimes udumbu, they have udumbu curry, right? Gravy and chutney. But we they have roast udumbu.
Yeah.
So I asked, where's the roast udumbu? He went in the kitchen, he came back 1 minute later, he's looking very disappointed. I said, Dawa came with me free food. I said, yeah, no, udumbu you got. He said, no, we got udumbu, uncle. We ran out of potatoes.
Hey, you can't tell with the restaurants these days,
Hey, man.
I had such a bad experience Wednesday.
What happened, man?
I decided to take one train. I was coming from Bloemfontein back to Joburg,
Right.
I went to visit the connections there,
Right.
Now, coming from in the train, and the train stop was coming about an hour away from 20 minutes from Joburg station, Now, I'm sitting in the train, I'm falling sleepy. I'm feeling sleepy now,
Yeah, you feel sleepy because the train go dadak, 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 dadak. Yeah.
So now I didn't want to fall asleep because if I fall asleep, I'm thinking to myself, I might miss my stop in the station.
Right.
So I saw one fella sitting next to me, nice elderly Indian fella also,
Right.
I reckon, let me tell him to wake me up,
Right.
So, but how are you going to ask a stranger to do a favor for you?
Right.
Nah, so I took out 20 rand from my pocket, Peru. It was important for me to stop at the station,
Yeah, otherwise, who knows where you can land up?
I'll end up non-stop somewhere else.
Right.
So I tapped the gentleman on his shoulder. I said, uncle, do me a favor. Nice 40-year-old man too, I said, do me a favor. Here's 20 rand. Please, whatever you do, I need to sleep. I'm tired. Can you wake me up when we come by the Randburg station,
Right.
Oh, he said, no problem. He took the 20 rand, he put it in his pocket.
Right.
Pero, I didn't know this fella was a barber.
What happened then?
Now he felt so bad about taking the 20 rand, he must be thought in his mind he needs to do something more.
Right.
Oh, Peru, he shaved my beard out.
Yeah, you didn't know that. Now you're fast asleep. Yeah.
I'm sleeping. I didn't know this fella shaved my beard out.
Right.
He thought he's doing me like a favor,
Right.
Now the stop came, he woke me up. I got happy. I thanked him. I went way home.
But Randburg is stopped now.
Randburg, the station came.
Yeah, you went home now.
He woke me up. I went way home,
Right.
Oh, I went to the bathroom to wash my face, Peru. I looked in the mirror. I started screaming, Yamadio.
Why you started screaming when you looked in the mirror?
Sowers came, she reckoned, Bala, what's the problem? What's the matter?
Nice to ask.
What's the issue?
Right.
What's wrong?
Right.
I reckon, no, man. Sowers, that bloody cheat on that train. He took my 20 rand for waking me up and he woke the wrong person up. Sowers laughing at me, man.
You're talking about train ride. One time I wanted to take the train from Vetlem to Durban, right? But from my house, it's far to the railway station.
Right.
So one day I was getting late to catch one 8 o'clock train. So I went by one farmer. I said, excuse me, uncle, can I take a shortcut through your farm?
Nice to ask,
Because I want to catch the 8 o'clock train. I'm getting late. He said, no problem, Tambi. Come through my farm.
Nice man, eh?
But he said, I got cheeky dogs. Because sometime you might catch a 7 o'clock train when dogs catch you. But you talk about stupid people. I'm going to tell you, JJ, yeah? JJ, she's so fussy. She's so sophisticated and everything, right?
I heard JJ can't wait to come to Durban again.
Is it, eh?
Yeah, she was talking the other day and telling her family.
Is it, eh?
She's missing them so much.
But NTP bought a new house in Joburg now?
No, I'm not talking, I'm talking about how she's waiting to come to Durban.
For what, ma?
She wants to come to Tonga. She reckon long time she never come to see her heads.
No, NTP bought a new house.
Yeah.
Now, you know how she like to impress the neighbors and everything? So she bought one 22-foot motorboat.
22-foot motorboat?
To go Randburg waterfront with that. Right. Because she thinks she'd be like Woos there, right?
Yeah.
In the district now.
Yeah.
So she put it in the 4x4 and she towed it and she went by there. Randburg waterfront.
Yeah.
Now she put the 3-piece costume and she's sitting in the motorboat now.
JJ don't wear 3-piece?
How many piece you wear, ma?
Why 3-piece?
Because 2 won't fit enough.
No, she wears 7-piece, Peru.
7-piece, eh?
Yeah, because they got 2 inflatable things for the knees, 2 inflatable things for the elbows.
Right.
Because she don't want to sink,
Right.
She's fighting for water.
90-piece, she put her sunglasses on, put powder, rouge, everything, right?
Yeah.
And she's
to go in the water.
To go in the water now, right? And she reversed that boat now in the Randburg waterfront. And the children, she said, y'all wait here because it might be dangerous in the waterfront, right?
Right, yeah.
Now she started the motorboat. But the motorboat not moving. Now she can't understand it, and all the shoppers now looking by her and laughing by her.
Right.
Thinking, what happened, JJ?
Nice to ask, you know?
Vikash acting like not his missus that is.
He must be walking away, that fella.
He's turning and walking the other side.
Yeah.
Everyone said, what's wrong, JJ? She says, I don't know, brand new boat, but brand new. She says, I got papers to prove it.
Yeah.
I got money to prove that we paid for it too.
Yeah, I can just imagine Vikash must be walking away like how he walks away when we ask him to pay us after our show.
Exactly. Now, JJ the engine started, but the boat not moving. She took out the brakes, everything, that boat not moving. Then one mechanic was walking. He says, what's wrong, ma? She said, I bought a new speedboat, but it's not going in the water. Why? It's starting, the brake is down, everything, the clutch I'm pressing, nothing working.
Yeah.
So the mechanic took a dive in the Randburg waterfront. And he came and I see what's your problem now, madam. And JJ said, what is the problem, mechanic? He said, you forgot to take the boat off the trailer. Come on.
And the uncles Peru and Bala brought you the compliments of SK Niders of the Chatsworth Centre at Phoenix Plaza. Why pay more for style and traditional elegance?
things in life happen only once a year, like your birthday and the annual sale in Lenasia at Sony Lenasia Jewelers. As a thank you, we're giving away 30 to 45% off on our entire range. Sony Lenasia Jewelers annual sale starts on Saturday, 26 June, and everybody's invited to Shop 1, Leela Center, 10 Pelican Avenue, Lenasia, or call 852-1331. Sony Lenasia Jewelers annual sale, Saturday, 26 June.
You win at Textrum. It's on right now. The big opening sale at Textrum's brand new store at 224 Brickfield Road, Overport. Listen to these winning prices. Ponji from $5.95, Corneli Boyle from $13.95, and a 3-piece Punjabi set from only 99 rands, plus many more specials. Make a purchase of 200 rands or more and you'll win a fabulous fabric voucher at Textrum's opening store sale, 224 Brickfield Road, Overport. You win at Textrum.
Bean Agias, your premier mutton market, have these amazing price busters now on offer. Chicken breast, $12.98 per kg. That's right, only $12.98 per kg. Chicken drumstick, $13.98 per kg. Clean sheep head, $17.98 each. Chicken wings at only $14.98 per kg. It's all happening at Bean Agias. Branches at Bayview, Merebank, Phoenix, and at the Chatswood Centre. Remember, Bean Agias Mutton Market. Our quality is guaranteed.
Some things in life happen only once a year, like your birthday and the annual sale in Lenasia at Sony Lenasia Jewelers. As a thank you, we're giving away 30 to 45% off on our entire range. Sony Lenasia Jewelers annual sale starts on Saturday, 26 June, and everybody's invited to Shop 1, Leela Center, 10 Pelican Avenue, Lenasia, or call 852-1331. Sony Lenasia Jewelers annual sale, Saturday, 26 June.
Lotus FM. .7 to 106.8. Lotus FM. Lotus FM.
24 minutes now to 10. Niren, Ashwin and Sudesh.
With regard to wishing Anand Pallar the happy 50th birthday today comes from your wife, Mimi.
Also dedications here. Here's a greeting that goes out. It's a wedding anniversary to dear parents Priyan and Nireshni Maharaj of Northdale in Pietermaritzburg. Lots of love from your daughter Simone.
Then we've got a dedication here to wishing Ishara and Nishal, who are getting married today, everything the very best. I'm not sure who it comes from. I missed that. I was cutting and pasting and I missed out the name. But from the entire family, I suspect, wishing Ishara and Nishal everything of the very best in their married life.
Belated Father's Day greetings to Ross and Vinesh. Lots of love from Mayur and Sahil.
Happy wedding anniversary to Mr. and Mrs. Sunarayan from Midrand. Also belated birthday message to Alicia Ramsundar of Midrand from Deepak, Renisha, Jasveer, Yutika and Unhiti.
Here's wishing a speedy recovery to Nishi Bhabi from Mobeni Heights. Lots of love from the entire family.
And to Nishi in Cape Town, happy birthday for the 20th. Love from your son Bugsy.
Greetings that go out. This is a very happy birthday to Mrs. Fatima Vahid for the 2nd of July and to Fazila Lunat for the 9th of July. Lots of love from Famida Majid and Yashumati Bhagat out in Benoni.
Wishing Kavishka happy birthday for the 20th comes from the Veg Raj and the Super South families, especially Mum, Dad and Raja.
To daughter Suraksha Ramsamaj, happy birthday for the 28th of June. Super day to you. Lots of love from parents Bheem and Maya.
Happy birthday to Fatima Vahed, who celebrates her birthday on the 2nd of July. Comes with love from Farooq Khalik, Harun Razia Aleem and all the grandchildren.
Here's wishing darling daughter Nalika Erga a very happy first birthday, which was celebrated on the 24th of June. That's on Thursday, day before yesterday. Lots of love from Mom Usha, Dad Yogesh, and Sister Suhina Erga.
Wishing Stephen Chetty of Chatsworth happy birthday for today from Rena of Yellowwood Park.
Right, greetings here. This is birthday wishes to our mother and grandmother, Mrs. Fatima Vahed, who celebrates her birthday on the 2nd of July. Lots of love to you from the entire family, everybody out in Johannesburg, Durban and Cape Town.
Right, the message to Ishara and Nishal who are getting married today. That message was from Viren Jilmit. And we've got greetings here, birthday greetings to Lenny Ramjanak of Lotus Park and to Vernie Ramraj Chinks of Arena Park. Comes from Shanice and Natasha Sunarine. And then belated birthday greetings to Surendra Sipasad Seetal from your wife and children of Westville.
Yep, that's the dedications from my side for the time.
Okay, I've got some community news. Story time is held every Saturday at the Moorton Library. That's on Herman Drive, Moorton, Chatsworth, from 10 to 11. All interested learners, children and parents are invited to attend. Then we've got anniversary wishes to parents. That's Suren and Prisha. And the children are called them nicknames. Suren is Bull and Prisha is Dragon. From your 3 lumps of sugar. That's Smriti, Sayuri and Suvan. That's so cute.
I love that 3 lumps of sugar.
That's so sweet. Okay, and then the Benoni Sai Center invites you and your family to observe Guru Purnima on Friday the 2nd of July at 6:30 to 8:30. This is at the Sivan Alayam in Con Crescent, Actonville in Benoni. That's the Benoni Sai Center, Friday the 2nd of July, 6:30 to 8:30. Then a dedication, happy birthday to Anir Biharilal of Lenham Drive in Phoenix for the 20th. Love from your Aja, Ajima, Clive Kaka, Akshay, Riyash, Indira Pua, Rakesh Papa, and Pooja Maharaj of Umzinto as well. Then I've got to Rakesh Narotam, happy birthday. Love from your mum and the rest of the family in Karwastan. And then to Nishana Narotam of Effingham, happy birthday for mum and dad and the rest of the gang. The Forest Haven Secondary is hosting their dinner dance on the 2nd of July, and the venue is the Sastry Park Community Hall commencing at 7 p.m. Ex-pupils and ex-educators are also invited to attend this event. This is the Forest Haven Secondary who is hosting a dinner dance on the 2nd of July at Sastry Park Community Hall. For tickets, you may contact the school on 505-1048, 505-1048. Then a happy birthday to Shanta Ramnath of Meerbank comes from the Bhan Prakash family. And then finally, the Daleview Secondary School. They are hosting the 25th anniversary debutantes ball on the 29th of June at Monsoon at 7 p.m. Tickets available at 30 rands each. You can contact the school on 539-1490 for details. That's the Daleview Secondary School holding its 25th anniversary debutantes ball on the 29th of June at Monsoon at 7 p.m. Tickets from the school, call 539-1490.
Okay, it's 18 minutes to 10 o'clock on the Lotus FM's Weekend Liftoff. If you want to send your dedications and correspondence, you can email ray@lotusfm.co.za or fax us on Durban 362-5202.
Okay, we have made contact with AB, but unfortunately he says we're going to call him back in 10 minutes.
Radio, so we'll talk to the big AB, that's Amitabh Bachchan, in 10 minutes from now. In the meantime, Ray, have you got general knowledge and cryptic clue solutions?
Yeah, I think I have them here if I can find my spot. I'm not sure if we've got sufficient time to do the feature on the politically correct version of Little Red Riding Hood. I suspect not.
I suspect not either. Because we got to call him back in 10 minutes. It's now 17 bang on to 10 o'clock. Don't forget, from 10 until 1, you've got, is it Dion Chetty who's in with some really cracker music and some of your dedications. And then from 1 to 4, Varshan Sikkens counting down the top 20 hits from Bollywood. From 4 to 8, Jungle Fever with Avin Morley and his team. And then from 8 to midnight, I think it's Manic in the Mix, right?
That's right. And then remember, we return to quality programming at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning with the Weekend Touchdown.
Yeah, that's until 10. And of course, from 10 to 1, Dion Chetty is back in tomorrow. Christian Na is doing the top 20 countdown from Kudumbakam. And next Saturday, from 10 until 1, as Ray mentioned earlier, the special broadcast from the Greyville Racecourse. And that's for the Vodacom July, South Africa's premier horse racing event.
Right, your general knowledge question. Why is Halifax called the city of funerals? And the answer is that after the Titanic sank, The 209 bodies that were recovered were cremated on a hill in Halifax, which is why Halifax is called the city of funerals.
That's interesting. Didn't know that.
Okay, and the only correct answer, Ravi Governor in Durban, of course. Your cryptic clue is one watching over entrance returns identifying label. One watching over entrance is a gate man. If you read the word from the back, it is name tag, which is your identifying label. One word, 7 letters. And we had correct answers, the only correct answer, in fact, from Praveen Sham of Guadagusa. Well done to you, Praveen. And that's your GK and your cryptic clue for today.
All right, so the only thing that's left to be done is the parting shots and, of course, Puknimosa and Dolyamosi, which we'll do in just a while. In the meantime, let's take some music. We're going to talk to Amitabh Bachchan around about 8 minutes to 10 o'clock.
हिल मिल आवे लोग लुगाई हिल मिल आवे लोग लुगाई हिल मिल आवे लोग लुगाई भाई महारान में तीरा यावत में होरी करे रघुवीरा अरे होरी खेले रघुवीरा यावत में होरी करे रघुवीरा होरी खेले रघुवीरा यावत में होरी खेले रघुवीरा अरे होरी खेले रघुवीरा यावत में होरी खेले रघुवीरा तलक दिमी दिख तकताल
जा 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 जनन धान
बड़ी दिख निक दिमी दिख दिन तो
कारे काय है का जनन धान दा
होली दिमी बस दिमी
दुम दुम तरन धान दा
दिमी तक दिमी तक दिमी तक दिमी तक दिमी तक दिमी तक निकल दिन दा
तनिक शर्म नहीं आई देखे नहीं अपनी उमरिया तनिक शर्म नहीं आई देखे नहीं अपनी उमरिया 60 बरस में इश्क लड़ाए 60 बरस में इश्क लड़ाए मुखड़े पे रंग लगाए बड़ा रंगीला सावरिया मुखड़े पे रंग लगाए बड़ा रंगीला सावरिया चुनरी पे डारे अमीरा अवध में होरी खेले रघुवीरा अरे चुनरी पे डारे अमीरा अवध में होरी खेले रघुवीरा
अरे होली खेले रघुवीरा यावत में होली खेले रघुवीरा
हिल मिल आवे लोग लुगाई भाई महलन में भीरा यावत में होरी खेले रघुवीरा अरे होरी खेले रघुवीरा यावत में होरी खेले रघुवीरा आपके पाग मुझसे खेलो ना होरी
हाँ ना खिला
थोड़ी शब्द में उमरिया की थोरी
हाय 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 चाचा देखे है ऊपर से झाके नहीं अंदर सजनिया देखे है ऊपर से झाके नहीं अंदर सजनिया उम्र चढ़ी है दिल तो जवा है उम्र चढ़ी है भैया दिल तो जवा है बाहों में भर के मुझे जरा झनका दे पैजनिया बाहों में भर के मुझे जरा झनका दे पैजनिया साची कहे है कबीरा यावत में होरी खेले रघुवीरा अरे साची कहे है कबीरा यावत में होरी खेले रघुवीरा होरी खेले रघु
होरी खेले रघुवीरा अवध में होरी खेले रघुवीरा
होरी खेले रघुवीरा अवध में होरी खेले रघुवीरा हिल मिल आवे लोग लुगाई
हिल मिल आवे लोग लुगाई
भाई महान में धीरा यावत में होरी खेले रघुवीरा
Lotus
Vikash and I were just speaking off air here. Is Uncle Peru in a lot of trouble with your wife?
He's in serious trouble with JJ, Ray. Serious trouble.
That serves him right.
There we go.
It's a little rascal.
Yeah, 10 minutes to 10 o'clock. Here's the parting shots for the morning. We're going to do this a little differently today. Amitabh Bachchan is on his way to the airport. We're going to reach him right now. And whilst we're making the connection, we'll do the parting shots and get Pukni and Dole to do their closing ceremonies, right?
Okay, parting shots from me first. The man who asks a woman what she wants. Have you ever done that? Ask your wife, what do you want, my darling?
Yes, we all make that mistake.
The man who asks a woman what she wants deserves all that's coming to him.
This is true. We've all made that mistake.
Deserves all that's coming to him.
Yeah. I remember we went for dinner one evening, and JJ's a pakka vegetarian, and this restaurant wasn't serving us a decent enough vegetarian menu.
Yeah.
And I made the same mistake. This is last year, after 11 years of marriage.
I asked her what you'd like to eat.
I said, honey, what do you want?
Yeah.
And
you walked straight into it.
Moved into a new house. Had nothing to do with the vegetarian dinner. My parting shot. Women are advised to wait, motionless, until she is wooed.
Yeah, this is what they advise women. You never make the first move.
Never make the first move.
You wait there.
Let the men make the move.
That's right.
So women are advised to wait, to stay motionless, until they are wooed. Strangely, that is exactly how the spider waits for its victim.
That's so very true.
This has been a Ray Vikash Ravi production.
Dulia, hey Dulia, tu kahan pe mar gaye? Dulia,
Pukna! Pukna?
Dulia.
You know I'm not talking to you, Pukna. Why? What are you dying for, Pukna?
I want to know, Dulia, who wears the pants in this house? Who?
You, Pukna?
Yeah, just me. And you better remember that too, woman.
Pukna, but everyone knows you wear the pants. Only they can't see it because of your long apron, Pukna.
Don't get me mad, Dulia.
But Pukna, sometimes I think about it. That Mrs. Bobbit lady only got 6 months jail,
Hey, you want to do what Mrs. Bobbit did, darling? Very nice, Dulia. But the curly egg thing you must remember, Only one thing you must remember.
Bol.
OJ got off scot-free.
Any more net from you, Pukna, and I'll go to Maya's house.
I'm so fed up, Dulia. In this house. Because when a barber makes a mistake, it's a new style, When parents make a mistake, it's a new generation, When politicians make a mistake, it's a new law, When scientists make a mistake, it's a new invention,
Such game.
When tailors make a mistake, it's a new fashion,
Pukna.
When teachers make a mistake, it's a new theory, But when I, Pukna, when I make a mistake by the house, it's a mistake.
Okay, Pukna. Let's kiss and make up, Pukna. Quickly. Mr. Amitabh Bachchan is coming on the radio now, Pukna.
I'd leave it better to suck than to kiss you.
All right, it's 7 minutes to 10 o'clock on Lotus FM's Weekend Liftoff, the biggest, baddest breakfast show on the planet. I'm not sure if we've got the connection with Mumbai with Mr. Amitabh Bachchan.
We have the connection.
We have.
We do. All right, Mr. Bachchan, a very good morning to you from South Africa and welcome to our show.
Same to you. Thank you for having me.
And thank you for taking your time out of your hectic schedule. We're going to just take a few minutes off your time and find out what's ticking with Mr. Amitabh Bachchan with some of the latest movies that are on release. And first, let me start by saying you've got 3 releases around the world in almost as many weeks. And when you think about it, a lot of your contemporaries who were acting alongside you when you began your career in the late 60s, early 70s, passed their sell-by date a long, long time ago. But the legend continues at the age of 62. What's the secret of your success?
I've just been very fortunate. I think God's been kind. I've had a desire to work so long as I can keep healthy. And there have been people who have a desire to work with me. And I just, as I said, very fortunate to be getting some work with some of the young directors and the finest talents that we have in our country.
And talking about the young directors, you've played diverse roles, from the strict principal of the Gurukul in Mohabbatein to the mastermind in Arcade, to a doting father and husband in Baghban, and now you've got some really, really brilliant and diverse roles in movies like Diwar, Dev and Laksh. Let's start with Dev. Yeah, it's a movie that's caused an outcry around the world in some of the cities. It deals with sensitive and controversial issues. What is your reaction to the movie?
I think it's been made with a lot of sincerity. It's very stark. It's disturbing, but then the events that are portrayed in the film are equally disturbing. There is no intention to highlight any particular moment or issue, but I think what the director wanted to say really was that these are facts of life, and these are things that happen. And what would two people serving the same institution, and that also an important one like the police was, how would they react if they were working for a similar cause but had different ideologies?
And you've worked with the director in the movie, Dev, the very talented Govind Nihalani, who's teamed you up with another very successful character actor in Om Puri. That must have been quite an experience even for a legend and a superstar as yourself.
Yeah, I've always admired Govind's work, and I've always admired Mr. Om Puri as an actor. It was wonderful to have an opportunity to work with him.
We're going to talk about a young director in Farhan Akhtar, who's directed another one of your big movies that's just launched around the world, and that's the movie Laksh. And his father, Javed Akhtar, was responsible for writing many of the successful movies that you starred in. What was the experience like working with a young, talented man like Farhan Akhtar?
Farhan Akhtar already proved his credentials with his very first film, Dil Chahta Hai, and very, very bright. And for somebody his age and starting off direction for the first time, I thought it was an amazing experience, one that entire country and indeed the whole world was a witness to. When he came and asked me for my participation in Laksh, obviously it was very difficult for me to say no, primarily because he was Javed Akhtar's son. He's grown up in front of me. He and Abhishek, they've virtually, grown up in front of me. I've seen them at birthday parties wearing Superman costumes and cowboy outfits, and then suddenly to be, handling this magnificent subject and doing it so well, I had to be a part of it, and that's why I worked in Laksh.
And the movie Laksh, Mr. Bachchan, is based on the Kargil conflict. It's billed as the coming-of-age movie. In your opinion, is Laksh relevant for India today and for people around the world who are exposed to what's happened in Kargil?
I think Kargil is merely an incident. The story really is revolves around the boy, which is played by Hrithik Roshan, and his desire to achieve a goal in his life. The goal comes in the shape of a challenge, and that the challenge is his participation in the army, and then designated by the army to go on a particular mission, which incidentally happens to be Kargil. So it's not so much about Kargil; it's more about his own personal conquest, his own personal emotions, and his own achievements as a human being, rather than one of winning a war.
Now, we know from critics' reports that you've been quoted as saying that you take your job very sincerely, and you put a lot of effort and energy into every single role that you play. In Laksh, for example, you have a character-based role. How difficult is it for an actor who's been in the industry for more than 3 decades to play a character role as opposed to other more commercially successful and accepted roles?
I think there comes a time in the life of every actor where he has to realize that he's grown in age, his face is not suitable for younger roles, that he has to move on, that he has to make way for other younger actors to come in. And I think one has to resign himself to that. And the sooner you do it, the better. That is, if you want to continue working in movies. To expect me to be playing college students and wooing young ladies would... once you're reconciled to the fact, I don't see why it should be a problem accepting character roles.
Now, you've got a few more releases that's earmarked for later on this year, and one of the big releases that's been talked about is a movie that bills Aishwarya Rai and Vivek Oberoi alongside Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, a movie called Kyun Ho Gaya Na. Is that movie now already in post-production?
Yeah, it's in post-production now, and I think probably looking at August, September release.
Okay, I have to ask you, because a lot of the people in South Africa want to know about the movies that you're going to be starring alongside Abhishek Bachchan in. A movie called Ranveer that we've heard about, and another one called Virudh. What can we expect from the father-son duo in these movies?
Ranveer is a fact, not Virudh. Virudh is being directed by Mahesh Manjrekar, has Sharmila Tagore playing my wife, and we have John Abraham playing my son. But Ranveer is going to have a father-son relationship story. It's going to be made by Rajkumar Santoshi. But the other one that we are starting is a film called Sarkar, which is going to be directed by Ram Gopal Verma, and it's going to be based on The Godfather.
And do you and Abhishek get to sit down after dinner and discuss what you're going to do differently in this movie?
Yeah, well, after dinner, before dinner, whenever we get an opportunity to talk, yes, sure.
All right, and this just before, I know you're in a hurry to get to the airport, Mr. Bachchan, but just as a parting shot, away from the acting, it might interest you to note that your singing credentials have proved exceptionally successful in South Africa, to the extent that Chali Chali from Baghban was Song of the Year for 2003 here on the Lotus FM charts in South Africa. Does that surprise you at all?
I love South Africa. This is tremendous. Thank you for all the grace that they showed me. I'm not a singer, but if, as you say, this was the song that topped the charts, what can I say? I'm grateful. I'm deeply humbled, and I hope that I continue to get the patronage. Not to say that I'm confirming that I'm going to be singing more songs, but whenever there's an odd effort that I make, I hope that the people will enjoy it.
Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, it's always an absolute honor and a pleasure to talk to you. We wish you absolute success and many more brilliant blockbusters in the future, and keep giving us the brilliant performances you continue to do.
Thank you so much. Wonderful talking to you. Give my love to South Africa.
There we go. That's the Bollywood legend, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, live on the line to us from Mumbai on Lotus FM's Weekend Liftoff. This has been a Ray Vikash presentation with Ray Maharaj in Durban.
And Vikash Mathura in Johannesburg.
And remember, if you're going to be out on the roads today,
don't drive any faster
than your guardian angel
can fly.
Edition was brought to you by Centre at Suncoast. Relax and live longer. Your leisure is our pleasure.
आदमी मुसाफिर है, आता है जाता है, आते जाते रास्ते में यादें छोड़ जाता है। आदमी मुसाफिर है, आता है जाता है, आते जाते रास्ते में यादें छोड़ जाता है। आदमी मुसाफिर है, आता है जाता है, आते जाते रास्ते में यादें छोड़ जाता है। आदमी मुसाफिर है, आता है जाता है, आते जाते रास्ते में यादें छोड़ जाता है। आदमी मुसाफिर है, आता है जाता है, आते जाते रास्ते में यादें छोड़ जाता है। आदमी मुसाफिर है, आता है जाता है, आते जाते रास्ते में यादें छोड़ जाता है। आदमी मुसाफिर है, आता है जाता है, आते जाते रास्ते में यादें छोड़ जाता है। आदमी मुसाफिर है, आता है जाता है, आते जाते रास्ते में यादें छोड़ जाता है। आदमी मुसाफिर है, आता है जाता है, आते जाते रास्ते में यादें छोड़ जाता है। आदमी मुसाफिर है, आता है जाता है, आते जाते रास्ते में यादें छोड़ जाता है। आदमी मुसाफिर है, आता है जाता है, आते जाते रास्ते में यादें छोड़ जाता है। आदमी मुसाफिर है, आता है जाता है, आते जाते रास्ते में यादें छोड़ जाता है। आदमी मुसाफिर है, आता है जाता है, आते जाते रा छोड़ता है ये रोग जी को।
दिल भूल जाता है जब किसी को।
दिल भूल जाता है जब किसी को।
वो भूल कर भी याद आता है।
आदमी मुसाफिर है, आता है जाता है, आते जाते रास्ते में यादें छोड़ जाता है। आदमी मुसाफिर है। क्या साथ लाए क्या तोड़ आए।
क्या साथ लाए क्या तोड़ आए।
रास्ते में हम क्या क्या छोड़ आए।
रास्ते में हम क्या क्या छोड़ आए।
मंजिल पे जाके याद आता है।
आदमी मुसाफिर है। आता है जाता है।
आते जाते रास्ते में यादें छोड़ जाता है। जब डोलती है जीवन की नैया।
जब डोलती है जीवन की नैया।
कोई तो बन जाता है खिवैया।
कोई तो बन जाता है खिवैया। कोई किनारे पे ही डूब जाता है।
आदमी मुसाफिर है, आता है जाता है।
आते जाते रास्ते में यादें छोड़ जाता है।
आदमी मुसाफिर है, आता है जाता है। आते जाते रास्ते में यादें छोड़ जाता है। यादें छोड़ जाता है। यादें छोड़ जाता है।
Now open at the White House Centre, Mount Edgecombe. The new Checkout Maxi Market. Over 3,000 square meters. Everything you need. A butchery, deli, bakery, fishery, fresh fruit and veg. Maxi opening special. 10 kilogram Aunt Caroline rice, $31.99. 10 kilogram Hewlett's white sugar, $37.99. 5 litre Sunfoil oil, $27.49. 10 kilogram blue ribbon cake flour.
Durban's Potting Shop.
Why is it that women are not embarrassed when they buy men's underwear? But a man buying underwear for his wife acts as though he's dealing with a drug dealer.
Yeah. Say, shh, put this in the packet quietly.
You do that, do you?
Sorry?
You do that, do you?
No.
Have you ever bought underwear for your wife?
Between you and me, no. Yes. There's nothing clandestine about such activity as buying things like...
Yeah, well, whatchamacallits. Whatchamacallits.
My parting shot, you know, I was talking to a few managers of some of the major retail stores, Ray. Your Milady's, Woolworths, Truworths, Edgar's, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I came up with this morning's parting shot, which should absolve women of a lot of criticism.
And guilt.
And guilt.
Mm-hmm.
Because It is wrong. It is absolutely wrong to say that women spend all their time shopping.
Not true.
It is so wrong.
Not true.
Because at least half the time they spend taking the stuff back and returning it anyway.
Or exchanging it, yeah.
Exchanging it.
That's right, yeah.
This has been a Ray Vikash Ravi production.
Dolia, hey Dolia, tu kahan pe mar gaya? Dolia,
Pukna,
come here.
I'm trying on the negligee you bought, Pukna.
you chore, come here, man.
Who died, Pukna Kabil? So excited you are this morning.
Nobody died, Dolia. News time just now. You had Vikash broke his hand. Vikash broke his hand, darling.
The script changes, eh?
Ah.
Bichara, such a good-looking boy, eh, Pukna?
Ah, Dulia. But he's so confused, ne?
Angelica is so good-looking.
Yeah, he got no medical aid, so to save money on X-ray, he went to Joburg Airport and has lied down with his luggage.
Hey, Pukna, you know, it appears his missus told Pukna.
Ah, ball.
It appears his missus told him she wanted to see the world.
So what Vikash did then?
Eh?
What Vikash did then?
You tell me.
He bought a one world map. He's so stingy. He keeps his wife false teeth with him, ne? So she can't eat between meals.
It appears, Pukna, one time, one liquor truck ran over him.
One liquor truck ran over Vikash?
Yeah, it was first time the drinks were on him.
You remember last year, Dulia? Vikash sprained his ankle today. He was trying to squeeze the last bit of toothpaste out. He twisted his ankle.
Nay, Pukna, that wasn't him.
Wasn't Vikash that?
That was you.
Hey.
Saga bhai, you know.
Hey, Malik.
Hey, Malik.
Have a super Sunday, everybody. It's bang on 10 o'clock. Sure.
To the MI, brr, cat like a semi. Nigga stole my car, won't you get mine? Give your ass a black eye. Oh, say bye-bye. I'ma get your body to the sky. Run through your clip. Nigga, you pissed, don't trip. I'ma have to bust you in your lips. And the whips, better have a whole lot of chips. Cause I ain't for no nigga giving tips. She's a bitch. When you say my name, talk more junk, but won't look my way. She's a bitch. See, I got more cheese. So back on up while I roll up my sleeve. She's a bitch. You can't see me, Joe. Get on down while I shoot my flow. She's a bitch. When I do my thing, got the place on fire, burn it down the flame. Roll up in my car, don't stop, won't stop. I'ma keep it rocking till the clock don't top. I'ma keep it hot, let my ass on fire. I'ma grab a Philly, go and roll it at the bar. What you talk, what you say, huh? Gotta flow, gotta move it slow, huh? Better you running out the door, huh? You gon' be a long lost soul, what you say? Yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yi-yay. Put me on stage, watching niggas feel me. Put my shit on wax, watch it blaze like me. Go yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yi-yay. 55, 65, height. 75, 85, touch the mic. 95, miss it wild for the night. 105, I'ma keep the crowd hype. She's a bitch. When they say my name, talk more junk, but won't look my way. She's a bitch. See, I got more cheese. Back on up while I roll up my sleeves. She's a What you know about Timothy, let me know. Eat an MC like C's, let me know. If you get drunk, lean on me, let me know. I'm about to bust like P, feel me now. Anybody know my skills, what the deal? Anybody feel my skills is the real? Anybody wanna come fuck with the steel? Anybody gotta get the whole body pill? She's a bitch. When they say my name, talk more junk, but won't look my way. She's a bitch. See, I got more cheese. Back on up while I roll up my sleeves. She's a bitch. You can't see me, Joe. Get on down while I shoot my flow. She's a bitch. When I do my thing, got the place on fire, burn it down to flame. Say my name, talk more junk, but won't look my way. She's a bitch. See, I got more cheese. Back on up while I roll up my sleeves. She's a bitch. You can't see me, Joe. Get on down while I shoot my flow. She's a bitch. When I do my thing, got the place on fire, burn it down to flame. say my name. Talk more jump, but won't look my way. She's a bitch. See, I got more cheese. Back on up while I roll up my sleeves. She's a bitch. You can't see me, Joe. Get on down while I shoot my flow. She's a bitch. When I do my thing, got the place on fire, burn it down to flame.
No, I did geography for 3 years, but
which explains which explains your answer. Yeah, thanks, Ikram. Thanks for calling.
Thanks, Ikram. Lotus, good morning, our last caller.
You shouldn't have said that, Vikash.
Lotus, good morning.
Morning.
Yes, who's that?
Mrs. Naidu.
Mrs. Naidu, what's your answer?
Number 3.
Tell me why.
Amitabh Bachchan.
Right. Okay, you stay on the line as well. Okay, let's go through the statements. Statement number 1, the geographical center of the United States is South Dakota. That statement absolutely true.
We're going to come back to statement number 2.
Yeah.
Statement number 4, most bullfighting arenas have a statue of Alexander Fleming.
Yeah, believe it or not, that statement is absolutely true because penicillin has saved the lives of many bullfighters. So there's a statue of Alexander Fleming, which is dedicated to Fleming at most bullfighting arenas around the world.
Statement number 5, after the handover of Hong Kong to China by Britain in 1997, all vestiges of British culture were replaced by those of Chinese culture with the exception of one thing. And this was that cars continued to drive on the left-hand side of the road as opposed to the right-hand side the way they do in China.
Now, this statement was true because it was too costly to change the highway so that the exits went off to the other side and they decided to retain. That was the only vestige of the British culture that was retained by Hong Kong after Chinese takeover in 1997.
So to Isub in Durban, unfortunately your answer is incorrect, and we say sorry to Ikram in Chatsworth, who chose option 1.
Let's go to
us with 2 and 3.
Yeah, let's go to statement 2, Vikash.
Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi married Kastur Kapadia.
This statement is true. This was the maiden name of Kasturba Gandhi.
Yeah, and she was Kasturba, not Kasturbhai, because Ba in Gujarati means Ma.
That's right. So, and her name was Kastur Kapadia. This is the maiden name that I picked up on this particular website.
So there we go. That statement absolutely true. Sorry to Hethel, Naresh in Peter Marisburg, and Mrs. Naidu, I'm not Mrs. Naidu, Naresh in Peter Marisburg, Hethel, and those were the 2, yeah.
From his mum, Likashni, Nani, Moses, Mosas, and the rest of the gang. And then happy birthday to Michelle Chetty of Verulam and to Eunice of Savannah Park. Comes from Mr. and Mrs. T. Chetty and family. Happy birthday to the following people. Neela Chetty, Devonia Pillay, Shoaib Ahmed Parker of Cape Town, Shanae Rombali of Peter Maritzburg, Hamitha Jagmohan of Cape Town, Shabnam Jagmohan of Phoenix, Karishma Asaram of Peter Maritzburg, and Shalendra Bansilal of Midrand. Also, happy wedding anniversary to Rabia and Yunus Ismail of Shallcross from Chandani, Asaram and family. And Vikash Aveen Morley celebrates his birthday today as well.
Oh, he does?
So happy 64th birthday to Aveen. Wish you well. Hope you have a great day.
How old is he?
64.
He keeps his age so well.
Yeah.
He sent me an SMS yesterday.
What did he say?
Just a great interview with Amitabh, and he wanted to know if Amitabh Bachchan conveyed his regards to Aveen Morley.
He did, didn't he?
He did off air, didn't he?
Yeah, it was off air. I can verify that.
You can verify that. If you want to send your dedications through to us, email ray@lotusfm.co.za or fax Durban 3625202. Here's wishing Suraksha Ramsamaj a very happy birthday for tomorrow. Lots of love from Rivashni, Shirley, Kishore and Ashwin. Also a very happy birthday that goes out to the following individual. Here's wishing Shireen Nandlal a happy birthday for the 30th of June. Lots of love from the children, Michelle and Mitchell, not forgetting Nilesh, and especially husband Neil Nandlal of Redfern in Phoenix.
Wishing Shivani Sankardat of Hillgrove a happy birthday for today comes from Dad Indermam, Deomani and Vishen. And then I've got dedications here. Happy birthday to Tabi Lakan for the 1st of July. And I've got a number of SMSs. The first was from his family, comes from his wife Shakila, Nick and Avi. And then a whole spate of women called me. Happy birthday to Tabi from the following. From Julie, from Rosie, Mary, Jenny, Molly, Sheila, Maggie, Sally, Nellie, Carol, Daphne, Brenda, Kathy, Elizabeth, Gail, Hilda, Primrose, Ruth, Tasha, Winnie, Zelda, Tara. And the list goes on and on, Tabi.
And we're not making any insinuation here to Mrs. Lakan.
Yeah.
No, we're making no insinuation whatsoever.
They're just probably fans of his. Okay, and then to
horse
Amal,
racing fans.
yeah, Amal Singh of Nembe, happy birthday to you. Comes from your wife Ashika, the kids, and the Jay Singh family. And then wishing Vinesh Pupa happy birthday from Jean Bhavna, Mishka, and the Tabilakan family. Then happy birthday to Vernon of La Mercy today from his entire family. And then to my wife who celebrates her birthday on Wednesday, have a super day. Happy birthday to you. Comes from me and the kids, and from Casey, Kaiser, and Bruiser.
What are you doing, Ray?
I'm going to give it another surprise.
Boo.
Boo.
Here's a happy birthday that goes to the sweet nephew and grandson Shahid Mia for the 28th of June. Lots of love from Aunt and Ma and the two Famila Majid and Yasumati Bhagat in Benoni. Also got greetings here that go out to Auntie Maina of New Zealand. She's in South Africa on holiday at the moment. This is my poor. Lots of love to you on your birthday today, especially from Bindu and the gang in Shawcross and the rest of us in Johannesburg. Let's see. Also greetings that go out to sister and hubby Shireen and Mark on the arrival of their baby. This comes to you guys. This is baby Natalie, beg your pardon. Lots of love from Jade. Beg your pardon, arrival of baby Natalie Jade on Monday. Lots of love from Anita, JM, Jovan, and Janita.
Okay, and finally, happy birthday to Nishal Singh of La Mercy. Comes from Kerry, from Bruiser, and the rest of the family as well.
And from myself, the final dedication, happy birthday.